You are beginning to start your journey as a cinematographer, so you spend hours and hours finding tutorials and materials to practice. Yet, you have reached nowhere, and you are confused about what you should do or how should I start my journey as a cinematographer who meets the industry standard. Worry not, as I put in all the efforts to create efficient yet powerful steps to help you level up your game and reach that industry standard. Here's how I level up my videos using cinematography. Which one do you like the most? Comment down below. Certainly, the winner is clip A. Why? It has that one major component that makes the frame stand out for itself. Can you guess what? Drumroll please. Yes, you guessed it right, because clip A has more proper lighting than the other. This makes the clip stand out for itself. Remember, cinematography has numerous rules which you learn one step at a time, leveling up your skills. So what is cinematography? Cinematography is the art of motion picture photography. Cinematographers use a lens to focus reflected lights from objects into a real image that is transferred into some image sensor. Did you understand? Neither did I. In simple words, cinematography is comprised of three basic elements: lighting, composition, and camera movement. What's your job as a cinematographer? Cinematographer's role is all about the overall visual style, determining the look, color, and lighting of a scene. If you are a cinematographer, then you are the one who takes the director's ideas and translate them into an actual tangible image. Moving on to the next, why cinematography is important. Cinematography is the visuals that supports the story being told. Not only do those visuals show the audience what is happening from scene to scene, but they also influence their response to what they are seeing. Here are three things that I keep in my mind as a cinematographer. How do you light your subject? How do you choose your framing? And how do you compose your shots? So, how do you get started out with cinematography? I have created a proper 6-step guide that meets the industry standard and will help you get your desired outcome from day one. The only thing that I want you to remember here is you don't need to be a pro from day one. When I started, I did the same, and all I was left with was stress. That's the day I learned that you need to have a mindset and not stress. As you know, good things take time and helps build character. So let us get started with planning your script. So what is a script? The script is the blueprint for the movie. A script is a written work produced for a film, television, or even video games. When you want to start making your content, a script is mandatory. Without it, no production will start. Henceforth, a script is a crucial part of the production. Answering your next question, why a script is important? A script is a fundamental to production, as there are several reasons such as guidance for the creative, logistical planning, budgeting, and financing, and many more. A script is more than just a dialogue and action. It is the backbone of a film production, guiding every aspect from initial concept to the final product. Now that you know why script is important, I won't be stressing you much. And no, we are not going to learn how to write a script. As this is a beginner's video, I'm going to keep the stakes very low. To make things easy for you, I'm using ChatGPT to create quick and easy script. The script goes like this. The living room night. A young man in his 20s, Jason, sits alone on the couch. Scrolling through his phone, the light flickers briefly. He glances up, uneasy, Jason to himself. Just a power surge. Suddenly, a faint, chilling whispers echoes through the room. Jason's eyes widen in terror as he realizes the voice is coming from right behind him. How do you like that? This is all AI generated as to save time. Moving on to the next, how to plan your shot. Once you have the hold of the script, the next step is scouting for the location. Now that depends upon your script, and according to the script, the location is scouted. It can be either day or night, indoors or outdoors. Depending upon your script, you need to hire or ask your friends and families to help you out with filming. Keeping a check of gear. This is the most important part of the production. As I have said, The script is the backbone of the production, and it is true, but if you don't have the right gears to film, it's of no use. You as a cinematographer can have hold of several gears, and during production, it can help you a lot. Or if you don't have, you need to learn outsourcing. Find out how many rental houses you have in your area. If not, you can look for people who may have the gears you require. Make sure that you take a good care of the equipment that you take from them. The other thing is you need to keep a proper check on the gears that you have, as on the day of shoot you can't arrange for it with a last-minute call. Trust me, I've been there and it's a horrible situation to be in. So I suggest you that you have a list that will help you keep a check of gears that you have. The most important thing that comes when creating a short film, a music video, or any form of content is clarity. So how do you create clarity? It's simple. As you have a hold of the script, the location, and the gear, your task now is to create a storyboard. So what is storyboard? A panel or series of panels on which a set of sketch is arranged depicting consecutively the important changes of a scene and action in series of shots. A storyboard is a visual representation of how story will play out scene by scene. It's made up of chronological series of images with accompanying notes. It's similar to a roadmap guiding the journey of storytelling from beginning to the end. A storyboard communicates a filmmaker's vision. How to create one? If you want to create your storyboard, well, it's quite simple. All you need to do is to get your hands on storyboard template. Where can you find one? Well, you can just Google it and download it as it is free. I usually use 4-frame horizontal template to create my storyboard. Once you have hands on the storyboard template, you can make custom drawings and use screenshots from comparable videos or photos taken on location. How is it useful? A storyboard is used to communicate how a scene will play out shot by shot. It's often used for motion pictures, television, animation, commercials, and pre-visualization, making things easy for you as well as for others to understand your vision. Step number 4, cinematic is not cinematic. And why? I have been working in this industry for years now, and the thing I've noticed that beginners do, including me, is overdoing everything. That includes trying to get perfection in the pre-production and post-production. You see, cinematic is not just about making your footage look moody or have high contrast. I'm not a Hollywood person and neither are we. But the important thing to keep a check is what you are looking forward to achieving with what you are filming. If you see, this is interview footage and the main aim here is to make the footage look as natural as possible, as our main aim here is to deliver some message to their target audience. I cannot just apply LUTs to make it look cinematic. Though it may look good, you need to remember that it's an interview clip and not a clip from a movie set. When you are color grading, make sure to use the tools that the software provides you with. If you can't, make sure that you learn how to use those tools, as it will help you in the long run. Step number 5. There are 3 basic rules that makes your video stand out for itself. Starting out with the rules of thirds, leading lines, and angles. Once you master this, it will help you a lot in pre-production. The best way to improve is by practicing again and again. Once you know what you're doing, you will know you have reached somewhere high. Though I'm not going to explain these rules here, but I have made a detailed video that will help you a lot as a cinematographer, as that video explains everything about rules of thirds, leading lines, angles, and many more.
Oh my god! Wow!
Make sure that you check the video out here. So step number 5 is the most important step. Or, it's the step where each and every one of us, somewhere or the other, gets stuck. Even I do, because even though I may have my script ready, my actors ready, the locations, the lighting, the gears, everything is ready, but how do I get started out with filming? It is the hardest part, but once you get your step in, you are not going to stop. At this point of time, you already know the basic structure of what your job as a cinematographer is, and you know about the storyboards, your gears, your location, the actors whom you are gonna cast, and many more. The only thing that you need to keep a check on, over here at step 5, how do I get started out with filming, is to let your actors know what they are going to be doing. As you have already created a storyboard, this will help you a lot explaining what your actors have to do now in the set. The only thing that you need to keep a check over here is that you provide your actors with copy of script days, weeks, or even months prior to the day of the shoot. So once you reach over here, you just need to hit that record button and just get started out with filming. I always keep on saying this, that you need to know your camera. If you don't know your camera, it's pretty much useless. I keep on saying in my videos that whenever you are going to location to film, or whenever you take up some projects, and if you hire some cameras and gears from external sources, hire it or rent it a day or prior to the day of filming. Because if you have your hands on the camera a day or two prior to the day of the shoot, it will help you make yourself familiar with the ecosystem of that particular gear or the camera that you are going to be using on the set. So at the end of the day, if you know your camera and gears, it will make things a lot easier for you, as well as for your teammates and as well as for everyone on the set. So we also have covered about storyboards, how you can create one and how it can be useful in the production, and how planning your shots will help you a lot in the pre-production part of the thing. Scouting for locations, whether it's going to be indoors, outdoors, day or night, it will help you a lot planning it beforehand. And I also shared my point of view about why a cinematic cannot be termed as cinematic, and how you should learn how to distinguish between an interview clip, a movie clip. We also discussed about 3 basic rules, the rules of third, leading lines and angles. And again, if you want to check out the full video over here, it's I guess 17 minutes long. It's over here. Click the link over here to check it out.
Oh my god! Wow!
We also discussed about what to flame and knowing your camera. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Make sure that you subscribe if you learned something new, and make sure that you comment down below if you think I missed out on something, or if I said something wrong. Make sure that you give your point of view or comments down below. It will help a lot. So thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure that you like, share, and make sure that you subscribe for more filmmaking content just like this. I'll see you in the next one.